It's 8:40, and it's been another difficult night in Asia. Asian stocks down about 90 basis points in average, but eighth straight day. Metals have declined. The Rusal IPO in Hong Kong, which is the largest aluminum company in the world, the Russian company that's listed there, down 11%. But starting to see some levels here and starting to sort through the enormous amount of analysis on China bank lending, China rates going higher. Bottom line is, the big concerns have been that through the first 3 weeks of the year, China's already used 20% of their loan capacity. So new loans have been extraordinary. They said they're going to limit new loan growth to 7.5 trillion yuan, and the reality is that we're, as I said, about 20% through there. So people are very concerned on how much the bank lending can continue. Some of the largest banks in China have already been tapped by the government. That's added to the sentiment. But when you look at earnings and you look at 2010, China trades at about 10 times earnings right now, which is very much value territory. But as you look at the rest of the region, India, chart broken, takes you all the way back to levels in July. You saw Taiwan move dramatically over the last couple of days, and again, an expectation that a lot of this is tied to China. So over the first part of the year, clearly underperformance coming from Asia. As we look into the rest of the complex, Central Europe actually stronger today. Currencies a bit stronger against the dollar, which is at its 200 moving day average again, at a very key level, but a level which right now appears to want to hold. Better news out of Greece, better news out of Washington means you actually may see some weakening of the dollar over the next couple of days. Russia up 1.45%. Oil prices are trading range bound, but up about 20 basis points. That helping Russia, which was off almost 3% yesterday. Turkey up 51 basis points. Into the African Middle East region, South Africa up 69 basis points. Currency slightly weaker. Most of the Middle East markets trading up in line with global markets today. In Brazil, which is probably been the biggest loser in terms of sentiment over the last couple of days, because in fact it was the best play for a number of global market players, is really come under some pressure, down 7 bips today. Continue to see some outflow. Watch a couple of the big bellwether names in Brazil: Petrobras, Vale, AMX. All of these names have been beaten up pretty badly, and in fact starts to look at a place where you may see these things turn. Earnings in the States today, Caterpillar announced this morning, bullish in terms of their outlook. The numbers were not as strong as some had expected, but again, the U.S. calendar today, very heavy. You have a Geithner testimony, you have the release of the Apple tablet, and of course the FOMC. So there's a lot going on today, and I think today's levels will by no means be right now where we find ourselves at the end of the day. Thanks.